What's up, everybody? Welcome to Unparalleled Universe for another action figure review, and today we'll be looking at the 2000 AD 1/12 scale Robo-Hunter figure from 3A. And just to let you know, I know nothing about this character. I picked up the figure because I saw it at a toy show and I thought that he looked cool, and I've always wanted a 3A figure, so yeah, I grabbed him and I'm very happy with them. But if you have any information on the character, I'd love to hear it. I did try to do some research, but yeah. So anyways, let's get into it. Let's take a closer look at the package here. Here you're able to see the figure and the extra hands that he comes with and some of his accessories. And let's take a closer look at the artwork here on the front of the package. And the illustrations here are by Ian Gibson, and it looks like they're taken straight from the old 2000 AD comic books. And here's a look at the back of the package. There's some more artwork, and here's a closer look at that, and you see Robo-Hunter here along with Hoagie and Stogie. And here's a closer look at the information at the bottom of the package. And I really like in the corner here that he gives credit to the creator of the character and the artist behind the character. So that's really cool. And I really like this packaging. It looks very cool. I felt bad taking it or ripping it open to get this figure out because you couldn't put it back in afterwards, but it's okay. It's very nice looking packaging, but I'm happy that I opened the figure. So let's take a quick look at the articulation. His head is able to go side to side, and it can move up and down a pretty nice amount. Could go back about that far. He does have a torso joint under the clothes here, so he could twist side to side. And he could also tilt a little bit. Tilt both ways here. And he could crunch a little bit, but it's hard to see how much because the clothes is in the way. But he is able to crunch and lean back. His arms are on ball joints, so they could go up and down. They come out to the side. And he has what I think are called butterfly shoulders that allow his arms to move back and forth like that. Kind of like the Hasbro Spider-Man figure. He has upper bicep swivel, but it's really tight, but it does move. He has double jointed elbows. And he has a ball joint on the wrist, so his hand can move in all kinds of different directions. That's pretty cool. And for his legs, they could come out to the front about that far. And they could come to the side about this far. He does have a thigh swivel. And he does have double jointed knees. He does have a boot swivel, but it kind of wants to take the cloth pants with it when you turn it, so you got to kind of be careful. And he doesn't have any kind of ankle joint at all. It's a little disappointing, but it's not a huge deal. Yeah, so he's a very cool. He has a very nice amount of articulation, and I think that's what 3A figures are known for, like the really stylized figures with a lot of articulation. So that's pretty cool. And for his accessories, he comes with a bunch of different hands. This is the first set. It's just open hands. And this is the second set. A couple of fists. And he also comes with this hand. I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be, but just kind of there. Looks like he's kind of making a snapping motion. And then he comes with a gun holding hand, and his little blaster fits very nicely in there. And let's take a closer look at the blaster, because it's really nice. It has some really nice paint detail and it's sculpted very well. From what I could tell, it's very accurate to the source material, so that's very cool. And he also comes with a couple of these little cigars. And they're really small. They feel pretty fragile, but they're very nice. And you're able to put them into this little hole in his face, and they fit in there very nice. So that's pretty cool. I'm surprised they haven't done something like that for Nick Fury. But yeah, it's very cool. And these little cigars, I think there's a character named Stogie that he smokes so that he doesn't have to smoke nicotine. But it doesn't look like these are based on that, because these don't have any arms or eyes or features or anything like that. Then it also comes with this little satchel bag thing. And that's pretty cool. It hooks on right to his belt. And it sits on there nicely. It is loose though, so it does fall off. Then it comes with this little robot thing. I'm not really sure if this is like a compacted version of Hoagie or what. So I'd love some information if anyone knows exactly what this is. It looks like he had this thing a lot in his earlier appearances from what I could tell. And this also hooks right onto his belt. So that's pretty cool too. And I really like the way both of those look on there. So yeah, it's very cool. A lot of nice accessories come with this guy. I don't have any other 3A figures to compare him to, but I know that 1/12 scale is pretty much like 6-inch scale. So here's a quick look at him next to Marvel Legends Venom and Marvel Legends Spider-Man from Hasbro. And here's a look at him next to Mezco Hellboy and Mezco 1/12 Collective Batman. And here's a look at him next to Figma Link and DC Icons Flash. And here he is next to Figure Arts Iron Man and Mezco Judge Dredd. So I think he's a pretty good size for a 1/12 scale figure or a 6-inch scale figure or whatever. I think he looks good. And let's take a closer look at the details on this guy. And yeah, I'm really impressed. I really like this stylized thing that 3A does. Like I said, I've never gotten a 3A figure, and yeah, this is really cool for my first one. I'm very, very happy with it. Check out all the details on the head. There's a lot of nice sculpting. It kind of looks like his face is like wood, like carved wood almost. It's really interesting. It's a closer look at his uniform here. I really like the dirty look on the clothing. And I like the sculpting on the belt and on the accessories. They look very nice. And there's nice paint work on all the accessories. On all the plastic parts, there's a lot of nice paint details. I like these little things sculpted on here. They're just glued right onto the jacket. So those things look pretty cool. And I never thought I'd be into like figures with actual clothes, but between you know, this thing and you know, the Mezco 1/12 Collective, I've like fallen in love with these things. They're really, really cool. These boots are sculpted really nice. They also have some nice paint work too. Yeah, he's a very, very nice looking figure. His bracelets are sculpted really good and they're painted really nice. And yeah, I really like the fact that the clothes is like has a dirty like look to it, because then you kind of don't have to worry about it getting dirty and looking nasty. You know, I know that's kind of strange, but yeah, I really don't like these screws here. That kind of sucks. It reminds me of the Star Wars Elite figures, but it seems like that's the only place where you see them, and I mean, you kind of don't notice them after a while. They're hidden pretty well. So yeah, it's a very nicely detailed figure. So overall, I think that it's a very, very good figure. I think 3A did a really nice job, and fans of the character are going to be really happy with it. The one big drawback is the ankles. I think that they could have figured something out to give him some ankle joints. I do understand that it would have broken up the sculpt, but I think they could have done something that would have worked and still looked nice. But yeah, overall, he's a really, really good figure. The ankle thing isn't a huge deal. It's just a little drawback because he's a very, very nice figure. And this figure definitely, I like this figure so much that I became really interested in the character. So if anyone out there has any suggestions as to what stories I could check out of him, let me know, because I'm really interested in finding out more about this. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of information out there about him. Like the Wikipedia page wasn't very informative. It just broke down a few stories. So let me know if there's anything cool I should check out, because he seems really cool. I like anything that deals with robots and hunting robots. And this thing, like from what I could tell, he kind of seems like a more comical version of Blade Runner or something like that. I don't know if that's at all true, but that's just kind of how it came off to me. But yeah, 3A did a really nice job, so it's very cool. And this figure impressed me so much that I do plan on going back and picking up the Judge Death figure and eventually the Judge Dredd figure. And I hope to come across some other cool 3A figures that I'm interested in, because yeah, this one's really nice, and I don't think that I'll be disappointed. So yeah, so that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Please be sure to check out CoolToyReview.com, and I'll be sure to leave a link in the description below. Also, if you like the video, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that cool stuff. And that's it. Thank you very much. Peace.